I had a wonderful childhood with having a lot of friends in our condo building, getting downstairs and putting on plays and theater and music and visiting grandparents. It was not until I started university studies, 83, that the life standard significantly started to go down. And we were not sure if it was just as an experiment, because you wake up and there's no electricity and then there's no hot water. It started with everything being rationalized, from having a couple of hours of hot water in the morning or evening, same with heat, to food. So just the basic subsistence was significantly diminished, and you would have to spend hours and hours standing in line at the store. I think I was fortunate to live in Romania at the time of the revolution at the end of December 1989. And actually it happened that I was in the thick of it, so to speak. Everybody from work, we were shuttled with buses and brought downtown. And then, of course, the tremendous noise started, and I was looking right and left, and I was not sure what's going on, and people are spreading, and you run for your life in the first time. But by the time I arrived at the subway, I realized, wait a minute, something is going on. This is the beginning. I actually never thought of living anywhere else but Romania, because that's where my family was, that's where my roots were. But it so happened that I was working at the university. This is how I met my husband, actually. He was one of the 4 Americans who came on a United States Agency for International Development project to set up 2 small business development centers in Bucharest. Well, it so happened that he was my knight in shiny armor, and we fell in love. Actually, I insisted that we have to have a traditional Romanian wedding so that my family can be there with me and for me. And then I shocked everybody, because instead of moving west to the United States, again, I just didn't feel that I was able to move away too far from my roots. So the replanting started actually with moving east toward, Republic of Moldova. And I lived there in Russia and Ukraine, and then back to Romania, having my first child. Now, having not only a husband but a child, it would not be fair for my child to not know and learn about his other part of the family. So coming to United States, it was not really a harsh situation for me. We just decided that it was time. I was shocked to not see anybody in the streets. I would walk to the bus, sometimes crying, missing my family, my friends, my professors at the university, my job there. I was an only child, and of course, for many years I longed to have a brother or sister. And finally I come here and I get how many, my husband has 7 sisters, and I get to be part of a big family. Nobody looked at me as, you're a foreigner, or, oh, we don't want to eat the food that you make, or it was the opposite. Everybody welcomed me and wanted to hear about my story and my country. And then they came to visit Romania. We came to actually Minnesota last summer, following our son, who started college in Northfield. Unlike many American families, where, of course, the child goes away for college, we were the one to come closer to him. For the past several years, I've been volunteering in the public schools, teaching nutrition education programs, and that has been a blast. Showing the hardest probably is, teaching a teenager about eating, their vegetables and fruits, and tricking them into putting everything in a smoothie. But so that has been very rewarding. I kind of made it my personal goal to volunteer in, as much as I can. And sometimes you can get, too thinly spread, but it's really a joy. I thought that a family connection has to be carried, over, so that my children, when their time comes, they will keep it on.